Hi guys, I want to show you a great midweek meal, my Korean fried chicken balls that are so simple to make and are booming with flavor. It's all about that spicy sauce that wraps around crispy chicken that's made in the oven, no deep fat fryer, but we are going to use a special secret ingredient. Now the first step for success with this chicken is to marinate it in some buttermilk. It's going to do two things. Firstly, it's going to add great flavor, but it's also the acidity in the buttermilk that's going to help tenderize your chicken. So into a bowl with some chicken thigh meat, which I've just cubed up, and this is going to marinate for about an hour or so. Now, while the chicken is marinating, let's talk about the crispy element of this Korean fried chicken. Normally and typically you would be deep fat frying this, but this is a simple, more slightly healthy way of doing it. And the secret ingredient is some cornflakes. So we're gonna crush these, add some dry ingredients, and really create a lovely crunchy coating for our buttermilk chicken. Now, I know it looks like I'm doing a lot of work here, but it is worthwhile getting this to a nice fine crumb so that it coats evenly on the chicken when it comes out. Okay, I think we're in business. At this point now, it's really a nice fine crumb. So to this, I want to add some flour, and I'm going to add some spice as well in the form of chili powder and some garlic powder. Now, the beauty of doing this in a bag like this is that once you have all the ingredients in there, you just give it a good shake up and you have a dry, crispy, crunchy mix that is ready to go over the chicken. So let's lay this out onto a bowl. Right, the chicken has had its time to marinate. I have that crunchy coating and I have 2 trays lined with some parchment paper. So now it's a bit of an assembly job. Using tongs, I'm going to transfer the chicken into the crunchy coating and then straight onto the baking sheet, and then we can get cooking. This little method is going to result in crispy chicken every time, and you do not have to worry about a deep fat fryer or oil or all that sort of stuff. It all happens in the oven, and actually this works incredibly well if you have an air fryer, but if you don't, the oven will do the job for you. Now the chicken looks great at this point, but before it goes into the oven, I just want to spray it with some spray oil. Right, these are ready to go into the oven. I have preheated at 200 degrees Celsius. They're going to cook for about 30 minutes, and what you're looking for is that really crispy chicken. Now, Korean fried chicken would be nothing without its crispiness, but one of the other key essential elements is the spicy sauce that wraps around that crispy chicken. And to make it, we need a core Korean ingredient. This is gochujang, and it's a beautiful spice paste. It's rich with flavor. It's a beautiful build of heat that makes and forms the basis of this really gorgeous sauce. Now, it's only a few ingredients that come together to make the most gorgeous sauce that's perfect over this crispy chicken. To bring it together onto the heat for a couple of minutes, just until it coagulates and you get a nice smooth sauce. Once that comes up to a nice steady simmer, just leave it to blip and bubble and create a really viscous sauce that looks absolutely gorgeous. This is the coating for our crispy chicken. And while it cooks away, we're going to make up a very simple salad of red cabbage, spring onions, and plenty of sesame oil. Now, alongside the cabbage, the spring onions, I've added some coriander, a little bit of sesame seeds, some sesame oil, and a little bit of rice wine vinegar, and it creates just a really beautiful and fresh tasting slaw that works beautifully with the spiciness of the crispy chicken. So, this is ready to go. We've our sauce pretty much there, and our chicken is nice and crispy, so let's serve it up with a nice bowl of sticky rice. You've got crispy, crunchy chicken. You've got a beautiful umami sauce, and now it's just a case of bringing them together. So spread each one of those little chicken nuggets with all that glorious rich red sauce. Now we're in business. Now to finish this off, just a good sprinkling of sesame seeds is going to add lovely crunch and a little bit of flavour. But for me, it is all about that crispy chicken. Look how gloriously glossy that is. Wow, that is just a powerhouse of flavour. Really great spice from the gochujang and all those beautiful Asian store-cupboard ingredients. But it's all about the crispiness of the chicken underneath. Really, really tender. And you can have it with rice, you can have it with salad, but it's even good enough to eat by itself. So, so good. And I hope you'll give it a go. If you want the full recipe, I'll leave it in the box below. It's over on my website. Make sure you check out this channel. We've got plenty more delicious recipes for you. So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications as soon as I post. Until then, I'm off to tuck into my supper and I'll see you soon. Cheers.